Hey everybody, back with another unboxing. So this time it's the Chuwi Surbooks. Chuwi is a Shenzhen based company that makes budget tablets and laptops. So the Surbook it's a two-in-one device. It's a tablet that has a keyboard case cover that can function as a laptop. So Chuwi stuff are not expensive. They're like $200-300 US, but they're very well made. Like I've been using the Chuwi 12.3 as my daily computer. So I'm actually not even reviewing this anymore. I'm just using this because I like it. In fact, I like it so much, I gave my MacBook Air right there to my girlfriend because I was like, hey, I don't want the MacBook anymore. I can just use the Chuwi because I like the bigger screen and just like a newer model. And this laptop, it's like $250 or something. So let's unbox this thing right now. So you can see the specs really quick. 6 gigs of RAM, Intel 64-bit quad core. Oh wow, this is a tempered glass protector. This is nice. This is the first time Chuwi's giving a tempered glass protector before. Usually the other devices just didn't have anything covering it. So this is the tablet. The bezels are quite big. That's because this is not like a really expensive device. So this is a 12-inch 2736 by 1824 resolution. So that's a 2K display. And there's an Intel Celeron N3450 inside. So I'm going to power this up right now and unbox the rest of the stuff. There's a Chuwi logo. So this is a CD for installing. Wiper for, this is the outlet, the plug. Yep, because I have used several Chuwi products, so I know. This power brick is actually quite small. I like that. It's a bit smaller than the power brick on the laptop. I'm pretty sure this is the keyboard case cover right here. So obviously this device is inspired by the Microsoft Surface Book. So there's a kind of a little felt feeling to this. We'll see how good the keyboard is. Generally, I've had good experiences with Chuwi keyboards. And then here we have a stylus. So Chuwi stylus, to be honest, it's not going to be that great because there's no pressure sensitivity. So it can't beat an Apple Pencil because I use an Apple Pencil to draw. But again, this is a budget device, so can't really complain. So I think this just clips on. Yep, it clips on automatically and then it closes. So once it closes, it's okay size. I think comparable to my iPad Pro. Let me rip it out really quick. So this is my iPad Pro, first generation, 12.9 inch. So the Chuwi Surbook is a little bit smaller, but it's thicker, obviously, and heavier. Yeah, the iPad Pro is quite a bit lighter. But this is still quite portable. So you pull open the hinge right here. Once you pull open the hinge, and it sets up like this. Screen orientation's a little bit weird right now. So it sets up like this. So I'm gonna, I'm gonna put this to the test and then be back with a impression. Hey, what's up everybody? So I'm back. So I've been using the Chuwi Surbook for the last 2 hours now. I use it at a coffee shop as my work machine. I was out writing an article and I quite like it. I think this is good enough to pass as a work machine. The most important thing to me it's the keyboard, because I'm not much of a gamer, so when I use a laptop or a tablet, like a 2-in-1 device, I need it to have a good keyboard. And this keyboard is very impressive, especially for a Chinese tablet cover, because I've used previous Chuwi devices before and the keyboard was okay, but the trackpad was terrible. But the trackpad here is actually pretty good. So I was using this. It's not as good as using a mouse, obviously, but I can get by with the trackpad. Like I don't get, this area is large enough for my fingers to move. I don't get a lot of accidental types and swipes. The quality of the keyboard, it's a bit weird. As you can see, there's already grease on this just for my fingers. And this material feels a bit cheap and just kind of looks like it would just gather dust. I mean, you already see a little bit of dust right here. So it's obviously not as nice a material as what's found on the iPad Pro, like that little kind of Kevlar-like material. But let's look at overall at the hardware. So the hinge it's really good. It opens up really wide, so you can have the device like this far down, or you can have it pretty narrow. It's really sturdy. It's not going to tip over. It snaps on very easily via magnets. And then from here, the keyboard is great. As you can see, the touchscreen. So I can use touchscreen too. So let's open up a web page really quick to check. So internet connection speed is fast. It's able to connect to my 5G network. Well, not quite 5G, the 4.5G that's available in Hong Kong. So swiping is good. It's not as smooth. It's not going to be as smooth as an iPad, but it's good enough. So the screen is not fully laminated like a Microsoft Surface book, but it's good enough. I think colors are pretty good. Let me pop open a video just to show you. So I think as a tablet, this device is pretty solid. So we'll check my go-to. Fury Road. This keyboard's pretty good too, except after you hit enter, the keyboard doesn't go away, so you have to hide it yourself. Okay, let me turn off the light, reduce glare. Okay, so right now, this screen is beautiful, right? 2K display, colors are great. This is 70% volume right now. Let's go up to 100. You know, you can drag the slider fine just like you would on a phone. So there appears to be a little bit of distortion at 100%. Let me find a video that has more dialogue so we can check there. So maybe we'll watch a trailer or something.
To get Grammarly. I write pretty much all day, every day, and Grammarly makes my writing better.
Okay, so this is 100% volume. Sounds good. Not that much distortion.
Grammar errors.
Okay, so speakers are good. Oh, stereo speakers too. You do. Let me turn on the lights. Apologies for me wearing a tank top right now. It's hot as hell in Hong Kong. Like, it's just the weather in Hong Kong is ridiculous. It's like September, man. September 11th. It's freaking hot as hell. So you do get stereo speakers. Speaker on the right and the left. So that's pretty good. And oh, in this trailer I just played a bit. Bad Genius is a Thai movie. It's really good. I know because I also review movies. So let's look at the ports really quick. You have on the right side, they're all on the right side, so you have a standard USB 3.0. a USB-C. This is used to charge the tablet. Unfortunately, you have to use the charger that Chuwi gives you, the 12-watt one, because I tried it to charge with my fast chargers from my Samsung Galaxy S8 or my LG V30, and it would not even charge the device. I'm quite disappointed. On other tablets that uses USB-C, it might charge slowly, but at least it'll charge. This one, it won't charge at all when I use a smartphone charger. So another USB-C port, headphone jack. That's it. So there is no micro SD card slot. So if you run out of space, then you're out of luck. But I think it's enough space for me though. So check out. So see the this is 115 gigs in the storage, and there's 94 gigs free. So that's enough for me. And check out the specs. So as I mentioned earlier already in the unboxing, 6 gigs of RAM, Intel Celeron CPU N3450 clocked at 1.1 gigahertz. So these are respectable numbers for a device of this price. So as I mentioned earlier, the keyboard is really good. So I wanted to show you guys right now by going to typingtest.com, because I'm a really fast typer. I usually average 103 words per minute on a real keyboard. So I'm gonna take a typing test right here, and then you can see how fast I can type on this keyboard. Okay, so as you can see, I typed 112 words, but I made 10 mistakes, so that's 102 words average speed. So that's a little bit more mistyped words than usual, but this speed is really good, considering this keyboard is this thin. So the keys do have pretty good travel, and they're actually backlit, but you can't set how much lighting there is. It's either on or off. But I'm one of those people who don't need backlights anyway, so I type by feel. There is a bit of flex when you type on it, like I don't know if you can see here, but the keyboard kind of bounces a little bit, so it might get on the nerve for some people. So the tablet weighs 956 grams by itself, but once you put on the keyboard cover, it's about 1.26 kilos. So that's like 2.7 pounds. So it's almost 3 pounds. So this is not a light machine. I mean, it's heavier than my iPad Pro, it's heavier than my MacBook Air. The stylus, they call it the Chuwi pen, I believe. So that's pretty cool that you can stick to the side of the tablet. Let's do a test. I was testing this already. So yes, there is no pressure sensitivity. So it's not like an Apple Pencil where if I press harder, it will show more. Well, I mean, no, there is pressure sensitivity, but it's not as good as an Apple Pencil, and also you can't tilt. So in an Apple Pencil, I can do this to shade but you can't do this here, obviously. There is pressure sensitivity though, so my mistake, Chuwi. Sorry. So I think I can draw okay on this. There's a little bit of a lag. It's not as good as drawing on the iPad Pro. You see that as I'm drawing a line, there's quite a lot of lag. The palm rejection is okay though. Yeah, palm rejection is good. So this is passable. It'll get the job done if you're just jotting some notes or need to do a quick signature here and there. So using this device as a tablet, I'm sure it's gonna be a hit or miss experience. Not because of Chuwi though, because I just think Windows 10 it's a weird tablet experience. The icons are a bit too small and all that, but overall as a tablet device, I like it quite a lot. When you close the lid, the device goes to sleep. So really cool. So this is the Chuwi Surbook. I will have more of an in-depth review later after I use this for a bit. But look at this cover. It's already looking so dusty and stuff. I mean, I've been using this for like 2 hours. I mean, this looks beat up, man. Alright, thanks for watching.